What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to make platinum in the early game of Warframe. A lot of these processes are very easy and they're things you should be doing anyway. You can literally just be playing the game, enjoying the game, but also getting things to sell for platinum. Super easy, super efficient. Let's get into the video. If you enjoyed this content or if this video helped you, please like and subscribe down below. We are less than a handful away from 1,000 subs, and I can't thank you guys enough. I'm glad these videos have helped you all. If there's any recommendations that you need some help with, maybe make a video about it, leave it down in the comments, or join our Discord, which is popping up in the top right now. We do these kind of videos often. Hope to see y'all on the Discord, but until then, let's get back into the video. First, before I get into the different steps of how to make some platinum, I do want to mention that Warframe.Market is going to be crucial for a lot of this to work. I use Warframe.Market when I need to make some platinum. You can choose to go online or stay offline, so you're not always being pestered anytime you're playing the game. But this is an incredible tool to make you platinum without even having to sit in trade chat for hours looking like a dunce. Wasting your time just, hey, want to sell, want to sell, want to sell, want to sell. That stuff gets so repetitive and you can't even do that stuff when you're in a mission. So you're literally just standing here like ashes, just waiting and waiting and waiting for somebody. Just trying to sell this one random mod that they got that they think is just going to sell. And I'm here to tell you, if you do that stuff, you're going to hate Warframe and you're probably just not going to think that you can make platinum. But I guarantee you, Warframe.Market is your place to go. Best thing about Warframe.Market is you can literally just carry on playing your game, whether you're doing bounties, resource farming, opening relics, doing eidolon hunts, whatever the case is, you can continue to do those things and just sit online on the market. But when you're online, people can see your inventory, they can compare you to other people's prices, and then they can message you on the app or in the game and say, hey, I want to buy such and such for 50 platinum. I want to buy such and such for 200 platinum. You can message them back and be like, hey, I'm in a mission. Here in about 5 minutes, I'll send you an invite. So keep that in mind as we move forward and we talk about some of the different ways to earn platinum in the early game of Warframe. So the first thing we're going to talk about is corrupted mods and dragon key vaults. So you can get dragon keys so long as you have a dojo, whether you're in a clan or you've made your own clan. This can be a solo clan, it doesn't matter, but what you have to do is you have to build an orokin lab. I come up to this research panel and open it up, and you'll see the reusable blueprints for each one of the dragon keys. To open the vaults, you will need to have these dragon keys equipped, so if you're by yourself, you'll have to carry all 4 of them. They do debuff you in some way. The bleeding one takes away health, decaying takes away shields, extinguished takes away damage, and the hobbled makes you incredibly slow, but it doesn't slow your bullet jump speed. So as long as you're pretty good at bullet jumping and parkour, this won't even affect you. But when you approach these doors, you're going to have the right key equipped for it to open. If you're with 2 people, each of you can carry 2. If you're with a full squad of 4 people, each person carries 1. The person with the corresponding key is going to have to open that vault, but it doesn't matter who picks up the item in the vault. Everybody will be given the same reward at the end of the mission at extraction. A lot of these mods are pretty decent, but the most popular ones are Overextended, Critical Delay, Transient Fortitude, Blind Rage, and a lot more. I'll put a link down in the bottom, so if you're doing these vault runs and you come across some duplicates, you want to keep one for yourself always, but you want to put those extras on the Warframe market. When somebody is looking for that and they're trying to grind for it, or they just missed out on it, whatever the case is, they can come and give platinum to you instead of having to do those vaults. The next thing I'd like to talk about in the early game of Warframe to make platinum are nightmare missions. And nightmare missions can be found in your navigation, coming to this exclamation point up here, which is your alerts, and you'll want to come down all the way under the Kuva stuff and you will see nightmare listed. Nightmare mode is unlocked by completing every node on a planet. It doesn't have to be every planet, it just has to be one. But if you do complete all the nodes on every single planet in the star chart, that means every single planet will have its own nightmare mission that refreshes every hour. But the best thing about nightmare missions is the fact that they will give you a rare nightmare mod at the end of every single completion. The only thing about them is you cannot repeat the same mission and get a reward. So once you've done one once, you have to wait that hour until it refreshes. But some of the most popular ones coming from these are things like Hammer Shot, got Constitution. Vigor is a really big one. The next thing I'd like to talk about are Syndicates, and Syndicates will offer you Warframe augments and weapons and weapon parts exclusive to those Syndicates. These are unlocked at Mastery Rank 3, and if you don't know what Syndicates are, or if you're not in a Syndicate, what you want to do is be Mastery Rank 3, go to the Earth Strata Relay. Once you spawn, just go straight to the end of the hallway, and then you will see a horseshoe-shaped hallway, and every single one of those doors in that hallway are going to have a Syndicate leader. They will give you a sigil to wear to represent them, which will give you standing as you do missions that you're already doing anyway. All you have to do is put that sigil on your Warframe. You can make it completely black so you can't even see it if it does affect you, but they will give you reputation just like the bounties on Cetus. By wearing that sigil, you will be gaining standing where you can rank up with those Syndicates. Once you've gone to Strata Relay and you've talked to them and you've chosen which Syndicate you want to represent, you can come to your console, which is to the left of your navigation. You can choose your corresponding Syndicate and view offers. As you can see with this box that's popping up, you can see on the right side that it has the spiral arrows. That means these are tradable. So these are weapon parts that you can only get with the Red Veil. So people that are not part of the Red Veil Syndicate are going to have a harder time getting these parts, and they may wind up buying them from you. But that's not it. You also have Warframe augments. These are going to be different with every Syndicate. Not every Syndicate carries the same inventory, so be wary of that. But these are all augments. Take an ability on your Warframe and make it stronger, or make it do something different than it originally does. And a lot of these are really good. A lot of these will sell for 10 to 20 platinum, depending on which one it is. But these are easy ways. As long as you're using the sigil, you'll be ranking up with your Syndicate. You'll be gaining standing, and you use standing. These are only 25,000 standing, so if you're max rank and you're maxed out like I am at 132,000, I could buy 5 of these Syndicate augments and sell them to people that are looking for them. On top of that, every Syndicate does have their own set of weapons. Usually it's a primary, secondary, and a melee. Most times these weapons are going to go for around 50 platinum. Relics will give you prime parts, and these are done by Fisher missions within your navigation, which is in the top right. You do these Fisher missions and you open these relics that you've picked up doing survivals, disruptions, defenses, whatever, or just spy missions. You can get rewarded them in spy missions. The most important thing is to stock up on what these relics offer you. The prime parts for Warframes and weapons. Let's say that Gara Prime came out with Prime Access. You went ahead and bought the pack. You got a nice Syandana and all this stuff. So you're like, well, there's no reason for me to really go for Gara. But there really is. You can burn these relics and you can get all of Gara's components. Now you can list a complete Gara set on the Warframe market, and somebody that's looking for Gara that doesn't have the time or the relics to get Gara will now buy her from you. And this goes with any prime weapon, any prime Warframe, it doesn't matter, they are all tradable. Everything within these relics are tradable aside from the form. To piggyback off of those relics and prime parts, Baro Kiteer will come every 2 weeks to a random relay near you, we'll just say. And what Baro Kiteer does is he offers primed mods, certain Prisma weapons that you can get mastery rank. He offers decorations, he offers armor sets for your Warframes, he offers weapon skins, just a lot of different stuff, and it always rotates. But the best thing about Baro is the fact that the unwanted prime parts that you've gotten, maybe you've gotten like 4 different Bronco Prime blueprints. Well, nobody's really going to buy the Bronco Prime unless it's just MR fodder. So the best thing to do is just to take 3 out of those 4 Bronco Prime blueprints and sell them to Baro to make Ducats. And Ducats is what you're going to use to buy the inventory from Baro. So essentially, you do some endurance runs, you stack up on these relics, you want to use those relics in Fisher missions, you want to get the prime parts from those relics, and then you can either sell those prime parts to make platinum, or you can take the ones that are not so popular and sell them to Baro for Ducats so that you can get some primed mods and different weapons to boost up your mastery rank, what have you. And that's kind of how it all works. So I hope this video has helped you a little bit in understanding how to get some platinum early game, and more importantly, getting it passively. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good rest of your week, man. Peace.